Beverly Mantle.
By every scientific measure, they are absolutely the same. They share everything.
You haven't had any experience until I've had it too. Bev, you've got to try the movie star. She's unbelievable.
Oh, doctor, you've cured me.
I think analytically you can talk about themes. When you talk about twins, you immediately are talking about the question of identity and how our identity is either separate from what we are physically or is it incorporated in what we are physically, that sort of thing. But for me, the film itself it's like, when I make a film, it's like creating a new creature, a strange animal that takes on its own life, and then I observe it to see what it does and where it goes. And that's really, in a sense, what it feels like to me when I make a film.
Doctor, I think there's something wrong with you.
Patients are getting strange. What are they? For working on mutant women.
From David Cronemberg, who in The Fly made the fantastic real.
Get him out of here!
So my approach to twinning Jeremy Irons was to minimize the control, the effect that the technology could have on the film. I felt that the way to be most convincing that one actor was in fact two people would be to shoot the film exactly as I would shoot it if I had two real actors, two twins.
Oh, there you are.
Here I am. I've been really looking forward to this.
Well, Claire Neveu, this is my brother Elliot. Hi, Claire. I hope Bev's told you what a big fan I am of your movies.
No, he hasn't. As a matter of fact, he hasn't mentioned you at all.
Really? That's not very flattering. Well, are you going to sit down?
Canada has, of course, a very interesting and complex relationship with the United States. They're both physically very large countries. We have what is called the longest undefended border in the world between our two countries. There's no military presence between our two countries. And of course the influence of the United States has been everywhere in the world, and it is very present in Canada, being so close. We share a language and we share many things, but it's always been important for Canadians to know that they're different from Americans and to understand why and how they are. And I think that my films are very Canadian. I mean, I've never shot a film anywhere but in Canada. When I was beginning to make films, it was kind of entertaining, and it was certainly good publicity to either accept the label of, you know, Baron of Blood, Prince of Darkness, King of Horror, whatever. And in fact, I encouraged it. But there is a price to pay for that, and I think I was aware of it at the time, which is that it becomes very comfortable for your audience. They want you to be that always, and for a director, it's sort of the equivalent of being typecast as an actor. You can see that this could be very destructive. An actor like Robert Redford, who is very successful, very powerful, who could do any role he wanted to do, but he's trapped in his image, and he can no longer do anything but what is expected of him. At least he feels that pressure. I'm trying in my own way to ignore that, my version of that pressure, by doing each film only because I'm passionate about the film